Welcome back to the Bear Down Podcast, right here on NCAA Football 14, guys. What an offseason for our Arkansas A&M Black Bears. Coming off a historic run, finishing last season with one loss, beating Penn State in our first major bowl game. Changes had to be made. Players left. Coaching staff has changed. It was a fun offseason. In case you missed it, hit the eye in the sky. Go back and watch. It was a fun 2 hours. And now it's time to get ready for season 5. We start things off with the new leader of the offense. This is Todd Robertson, 6'5", 224, the pocket passer. Now, if you remember a couple years ago, he transferred in, and we were excited to have him, and we didn't know what we had until now. He is probably going to be one of the most prolific quarterbacks in this school's history. He comes in as a 93 overall his senior campaign with 96 awareness, 89 throw power, and 92 accuracy. And don't be fooled by that 55 speed. He can run the option. We're excited to see what Todd can do in his senior year. His backup is going to be Larry Johnson. It's been a few years since we talked about LJ, white grandmama. He comes in his redshirt junior season as an 81 overall. The biggest concern about him moving forward is his arm. Only an 81 throw power, 82 accuracy. He's more of our mobile quarterback. But the future is bright for A&M. Craig Washington, the true freshman from right here in Conway, Arkansas. You talk about a dual threat, 83 speed, 85 acceleration. He's got 89 throw power. The accuracy does need some work, but we believe that he is going to be the future of this A&M Black Bears dynasty. We got 2 returning starters in the backfield. Corey Gonzalez coming off a big year. He's up to an 84 overall. But Jonathan Keys is going to be the player to watch in his senior year. Coach has already said he wants to get him more involved in the run game. So look for him to split time with Corey. Look for him to get a lot of third down chances as a receiver as well. We did recruit 2 freshman running backs. Ira Harris, a speedster from Florida, 90 speed, 85 agility, 86 acceleration. And then Philip Fagan. He's an interesting prospect from Texas, 5'11", 207, more of a project type running back. He's going to get the red shirt for sure this season, sit this year, and be able to learn from the 2 guys ahead of him in Gonzalez and Keys. It's a whole new wide receiving group led by Marcus Brock in his senior year, 83 overall. He's got 88 speed, 91 acceleration with 88 catch, 82 spec catch, and an 81 in route running. We're going to lean on him heavy. We think that he can come out and set the tone for this group. But keep your eye on true freshman Trey Morgan. He comes in his freshman year, 81 overall with 88 speed, 94 acceleration. He's got great hands, great route running skills. He can jump. We're excited to see what he could do on the field. Richie Carroll is another guy that got a lot of playing time last year. It's his sophomore year. He's an 80 overall, 91 speed. Look for him to play in the slot. He's an explosive player. Both of his touchdowns last year came off of him just using his speed and his agility to get into the end zone. We did recruit Will Johnson, a wide receiver from Mississippi. This guy, he could get a chance to play early. 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 85 route running with 77 catching. He could push Richie for that wide receiver 3 or that slot spot. He's just another explosive player. Donald Thomas, a true freshman, 76 overall, 91 speed. And you got Tariq Larson. We've got 3 receivers coming off of their redshirt seasons, led by Tariq Larson, 74 overall. He's the fastest receiver in this group, 94 overall speed. Then you've got Fred Foreman, a big body, 6'3", 211. He's 73 overall with 91 speed. And then James Alexander is an interesting prospect, 6'1", 195, 71 overall with 89 speed, 85 acceleration. Solid hands, 73. He's got great route running, great jump. I'm excited to see this group moving forward. Will Rogers probably going to get the red shirt this year. Another big body wide receiver, 6'4", 214, 70 overall, 85 speed. Another guy that has solid hands, 71 catching ability, 82 spec catch, and 78 route running. Then you've got David Jones at tight end, but the tight end group is solid, man. We've got a lot of upperclassmen. Ty Hill is in his junior campaign, So is DJ Ryan. And then Randy Gray. Look for him to get a lot of playing time as our blocking tight end. 77 overall, but he is slow with 59 speed. The offensive line is getting better every year, led by Kyle Walton at left tackle. Then you've got Kirby and Simpson at left guard. These two are going to be dueling it out for the starting position. Right now, Kirby has the inside track because he's a more balanced guard than what Simpson is. Simpson's more of a pass blocker, but these two, they're going to have to step up big. Last year, I felt like a lot of pressure came off of that left side. Eddie Valentine is back for his senior campaign at center. And at right guard, I think John Carrington is going to be a star. Look for him to become a first-team All-American this year. He played a great role on that offensive line last year, and we're expecting bigger things this year. Then you've got Vince Smith at right tackle. He's an 80 overall. His senior campaign, 6'7", 297. From right here in Arkansas. To the defensive side of the ball we go, and I think we got a lot better than what we were last year. Kyle Butler, the true sophomore, coming off a huge freshman campaign where he was named first-team All-American. He's back, and he got better. 86 overall, 86 speed, 90 acceleration. Brian Charles, a true sophomore defensive end from San Antonio. He's going to be looking to get playing time as well, 6'2", 230. Then you've got Charlie Parks at right end, 79 overall. We went out and recruited Corey Bentley from right here in Arkansas, a JUCO transfer, 76 overall with 75 speed. And Calvin Mullins coming off his redshirt year. He's a 74 overall with 77 speed. The defensive ends will be rotating. Look for Butler to be on the field for most of the game. But we have a lot of pieces that can be plugged and placed in different formations. So it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Thomas uses all these defensive ends in his new defensive scheme. Probably our most deep position is at D tackle, led by sophomore Corey Mark, 6'5", 244. He had a big freshman campaign as well. He comes in as an 87 overall. First team or second team All-American last year. But his group is amazing. Listen, Steven Wilson as a senior is an 84 overall. He's going to see a lot of playing time. Bo Reynolds is back for his junior year. He's going to see playing time. You've got Rashad Young coming off of his redshirt year. He put on 30 pounds. He's 6'5", 287, and he's an 80 overall. Then you've got the big fella, James Riley, 6'6", 322, 79 overall with 76 speed. Dante Bryant, another big body, 6'1", 299. And then we got Jimmy Stewart, a JUCO transfer, 6'6", 275. So a lot of these guys can be used in pass rush schemes. A lot of these guys can be used in the run stop. It's going to be fun. We've got a lot of plug-and-play players, man. And the defensive line might be the best defensive line in the country right now. Now to the linebacking group, and I'm expecting big things from Tyson Kidd this year. He comes in as an 81 overall with 85 speed, 89 acceleration. He is 84 tackling, 78 play rec, 79 block shed, 81 pursuit. The hit power is at a 75. He doesn't have great coverage ability, so he'll probably be coming off on third down. But I want him to play all over the field this year. I really think that Tyson could have a big year his senior year. Now the backups, we got freshman Ben Bowen. Since he's been on campus, he put on about 20 pounds of muscle, coaches told me. He's 6', 220, 77 overall with 85 speed, 92 acceleration. Great tackling ability, great pursuit, block shed. He's got solid hit power as well. Great hit power, excuse me. The only thing he can't do is cover. There's no man or zone coverage. So he might be a candidate for the red shirt, but this guy is going to be a problem once he gets on the field. At middle linebacker, we kick James Ryan inside and allow him to really shine going into his final year on campus. He's an 81 overall, 88 speed, 84 block shed, 78 tackle, 81 pursuit. Great zone coverage for a linebacker at 78 and 79 hit power. He's the captain of this defense. He will be calling all the plays this year. Again, I'm expecting him to be an All-American and even push to be the best linebacker in the country. And here we go. Here is our first freshman, maybe starting. This is Bryan Jones from Texas, the true freshman, 6'2", 230, 80 overall with 81 speed, 91 acceleration, 74 agility. He's got 84 tackling, 82 block shed, 82 pursuit, and 80 zone coverage with 79 hit power. He brings something different to this team. He's a little bit slower than the linebackers I usually go with, but I think that he's going to be an impact player right off the jump, especially in our base defense. Now, with Jones coming off the field on third down, that opens up a chance for Kyle Wilson or Ken Anderson to step in and get some playing time. Ken Wilson, 72 overall with 85 speed, 92 acceleration. He's got solid zone coverage as well, 79 zone coverage. And then you've got Ken Anderson with 71 zone coverage. I think both of these guys are going to see a lot of playing time this year because they're solid players for us. Great speed. They both can tackle. Then you've got Phil Anderson here, the true freshman. He's probably going to get the red shirt. One of the fastest linebackers on the squad with 88 speed. Now, I'm excited for the secondary. I think we've got a lot better. I think the coverage ability has gotten a lot better. We're led by Mark Lawson, Mark Prince, and Mike Davis. Those are our top three corners, two seniors and a junior. And then Jason Harris, the true freshman. He will be our dime corner, 77 overall with 91 speed, 89 acceleration, but the coverage ability is amazing. 88 man, 88 zone, 90 press. He's going to be a star. I call it now his sophomore year. He will be cornerback number 1. And he will be an All-American by his sophomore year. At free safety, Chauncey Kraft is back for his senior campaign, coming off another big year last season. And then Sean Brown is in his sophomore campaign. He's going to see a lot of playing time as well, either playing strong safety or playing in the box as a nickel linebacker. Talking about strong safety, Nate Johnson in his junior campaign, 79 overall with 91 speed, 79 tackle. The zone coverage is a 76. Now, this is a true nickel linebacker. Nate is not afraid to come down into the box, lay the hat, and get up out of there. Now, the coverage ability, not that great. That's why we're going to see a lot of Sean Brown playing that deep safety position. But keep your eye on this guy, freshman Will Mosby. You talk about a true athlete. This guy played running back, linebacker, and safety in high school. But we're going to use him as strong safety. 86 speed, 95 acceleration, 86 zone coverage with 80 hit power. This guy is going to be a problem. 85 pursuit. Either next year or in 2 years when Nate graduates, Will is going to be a star for this team. We do have 2 kickers on the squad. Kelly Clark is in his senior campaign, 87 overall. And then Keaton Holt, he's going to be redshirted. He's a 78 overall, and he's going to take over next season. And then at punter, we have Jacob Williamson from Las Vegas, 85 overall punter. Strong leg, great accuracy, kick accuracy. His team is looking stacked going into season 5. Now, this past weekend, the Bears did hold their spring game, and let me tell you something. This team is looking great. Here's a couple of highlights. here's a look at the red shirts after the spring game. We're going to put one on Craig Washington, the true freshman. I just think going into his redshirt freshman season, he will be QB1. Honestly, I don't see how Larry Johnson can beat him out, but it'll be an interesting battle. Hopefully he doesn't transfer. That's my only concern about putting a red shirt on him. In the backfield, Philip Fagan gets the red shirt. I think he'll be able to grow into his role going into his next season. Gonzalez will be back for his senior season next year. Keys will be gone. That means Ira Harris will step up and take the Keys role. At wide receiver, this was a tough choice. We have one senior and a bunch of freshmen and a sophomore and one junior. So right now we're going to go with Marcus Brock, Trey Morgan, and Richie Carroll as our top 3 wide receivers. I'm going to put the red shirt on Johnson, Thomas, and Rogers. Honestly, I want to take the red shirt off of Will Johnson. I really liked his route running. I loved his speed, love his catching ability, but I just don't see him beating out Richie Carroll for playing time in the slot. Now going into next season, I can see these two, Morgan and Carroll, playing on the outside, Johnson playing slot, and then we can get Thomas in there as well. But you're going to see a rotation at wide receiver. Brock, Morgan, and Carroll are going to be your starters, but expect to see Larson, Foreman, and Alexander on the field as well this year. At center, Eddie Valentine is the starter. We're going to redshirt John Hawkins. He'll come back for his redshirt freshman season and be the backup for Matt Meyer. Yeah, we're going to redshirt Bentley because we can have Mullins play instead. Now on the interior of the defensive line, the only red shirt goes to Jimmy Stewart, the JUCO junior. Again, we're going to be rotating these guys in and out, in and out. You're going to see a combination of everybody. Everybody's going to get some kind of playing time this year. This is going to be fun. I think our defensive line is probably the most deep position we have on this roster. At linebacker, Tyson Kidd gets the start, and we're going to redshirt Ben Bowen. Going into his redshirt freshman season, he should become the starter once Kidd leaves. Dylan Gross is an interesting prospect. I really do like him a lot. 73 overall with 85 speed. Right now, he's doing a great job on special teams. Great speed, great tackling ability. If he continues to get better, he might see a little bit more playing time. At middle linebacker, James Ryan is back for his senior year. Then you've got David Booth, and we're going to put the red shirt on freshman Trey Jolly. He's a 69 overall right now. Next season, if he works out right, he could come back and get some playing time. Right outside linebacker, Bryan Jones is going to get the start. He did a great job in the spring game. He had a couple interceptions, a couple great tackles. Kyle Wilson is going to be his backup, but look for Ken Anderson to get a lot of playing time as well, and we're going to redshirt Phil Anderson. We're going to redshirt Jermaine Coco, the true freshman. I think if he comes back next season as a redshirt freshman, we'll see him on the field early. So here it is, fellas. A look at the Season 5 schedule, and to say that it's tough is an understatement. As you know, we have switched conferences. All the Arkansas teams decided to move to the Big 12. And now this conference is going to be tough. We start things off with a rematch of the Sugar Bowl. Number 10 Penn State travels to Conway to take on Arkansas A&M. Then in week 2, we kick off Big 12 play, taking on our rival, the Razorbacks, in Cowboy Stadium. We head out on the road in week 3 up to Ann Arbor to take on the number 1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. We get our first bye week in week 4. On this day, you guys will see the recruiting board, and we'll have a recruiting special, so be on the lookout for that. Week 5, we return home to take on Houston and our former offensive coordinator, who is now their head coach. Then it is Big 12 play. We travel to take on Oklahoma State. Week 7, we take on Reuben Taylor, former Arkansas A&M quarterback, and TCU. Week 8, we take on our rival, Arkansas State, in Jonesboro. We're looking for revenge. They beat us last year, knocking us out of the national championship spotlight. Week 9, another bye week. Then in week 10, we take on the Sooners, and they got to come to us this year. Week 11, we keep our rivalry going with Texas A&M, headed down there to take them on. Then we finish up the season on the road at Iowa State, at home for Kansas State, and close it out on the road at Kansas. So I think this is a strong, winnable schedule this year. No Longhorns, which is a great thing, but we could see them in the conference championship. So a little house cleaning, guys. I'm working on getting all the creative players into the system right now. A lot of you guys wanted players last season, so I'm trying to find teams to put you guys on this season. And then there's a couple guys who have put in recruits that have become members of the channel. So I'm going to be adding them to the database this week. We've got our first game on Tuesday taking on Penn State, so that should be a fun one. But I'm excited for Season 5. I think this team got a lot better. I think we have a lot of key pieces, and we could push for a national championship in our 5th season, man. If you guys are excited for what's ahead, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad. And make sure you guys hit all those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And come through and join the Discord fan for exclusive content. And we'll talk from week 1 when we take on Penn State in the season opener. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.